Vino here, and I think it's time for a cuppa. And that is a bloody fine cup of coffee. Could do with a little bit of more sugar, but apart from that, is a bloody fine coffee. And it's doing wonderfully. If I've actually managed to edit the start of this video properly, you would have seen that I've recently got on a new coffee machine. That is a Becco coffee machine, like a single serve kind of coffee machine with a milk frother and things of that nature, and it's actually really good. I've had it for 3 or 4 days now, and it makes a really nice cup of coffee. It's actually quite similar to a McDonald's cup of coffee, which I don't personally mind, and it means I don't have to go all the way to McDonald's to grab a coffee of that kind of caliber. To some people's interests, what on earth? Sorry, my computer was doing something weird then. To some people's tastes, this isn't good coffee. To me, this is perfectly adequate just to get a cup of coffee going, and I've drunk more coffee in the last 4 days than I have probably for the last 4 months. So yeah. So you're probably wondering why you're looking back at this setup once again. Now, I don't know how obvious it is that the TV has now changed. So I now have behind me a completely different TV, and welcome to Sky Glass. This is the Sky Glass TV. This is the 43-inch one, and I thought what better way of doing a TFAC. Got a new coffee machine, you know, so why not do a time for a cuppa or a coffee if you prefer when it comes to getting a new coffee machine. But yes, I am now, I keep trying to find a place to put this, but don't really want to put it on top of my weed, despite how old it now is. But yes, I am now fully into the 4K era, the modern era, and I have a 4K TV with HDR10, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, surround sound, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure how good that has come across on the video. I'm not recording this in 4K. I will look into doing that in the future. But yes, this is pretty nice, actually. We were playing around with this, got this on Thursday, it arrived Thursday, and it's bloody fantastic. It's a really, really nice TV that I'll be doing a review on at some point. But the more prominent reason for this video is just me talking about now being in the 4K era, exploring some 4K content, what that experience has been like, and the unfortunate situation that I've been scammed on Facebook. I'm not going to be giving any specific information. Plus, trust me, I'm kind of tempted just to name and shame the individual that's done this to me, but the same token, I have reported it to relevant authorities, so therefore I don't want to ruin my chances of maybe retrieving my money or retrieving my item. Whatever it may be, long story short, I lost a 4K, the 4K Skywalker Saga set. Was buying it off the Facebook Marketplace, and long story short, the seller has scammed me out of £100. I don't mind saying that out loud, but has scammed me out of that money and now blocked me on Facebook, and I assume has run away with my money. I am kind of gutted in terms of I was really looking forward to exploring those films on 4K. They are Dolby Atmos up, they are HDR10 up or Dolby Vision up, so I was really looking forward to, and I know that Disney plus Lucasfilm do take a lot of care and attention into their upgrades of their various films and what have you, so I was really looking forward to checking them out, because I don't know if Akira is properly HDR'd up and all that kind of stuff. So I was really looking forward to investigating and really digging deep, but these things happen. I'm trying to keep a positive outlook on all of it, because to be completely honest with you, if I let it get to me, the scammer has won. You know, the individual, the charming individual that has decided to do this to me has won. So by keeping a positive outlook on things, I'm hoping that by inviting positivity, it will help with a easier, positive, you know, outcome to what's going on. Will it work? Who knows whether it would actually work, whether anything positive will come of this. But hey, you know, sometimes you need to turn a negative situation into positive. And talking about positive situations, I've been exploring some 4K content. Akira is the only 4K actual disc that I own. I've watched that on 4K. It's absolutely spectacular in 4K. me and my dad have been watching some content on Sky in 4K, namely the F1. It looks absolutely astounding and sounds astounding. This thing has some bloody fantastic speakers, I tell you. What else? Playing games in 4K, even playing them at like the frame rate preference mode that you can select over the resolution preference mode. They just look so much smoother on this TV than they did on the previous TV. By the way, if you want to know the specs of the Sky Glass, other than what I've already told you, is also a quantum dot QLED TV. So it's not an OLED TV, so the blacks aren't truly black, but they're as near as damn it, to be completely honest with you, and it works beautifully for the content that I'm going to be putting through this thing, and I couldn't be happier, to be completely honest with you. It is a fantastic, fantastic bit of kit that I am very much enjoying making my way through. Excuse me. Discovering 4K content, and I'm really looking forward to just sitting down and watching some films. The other thing I'm actually looking forward to with this TV is actually experiencing some proper surround sound stuff on some of my Blu-rays. So I haven't had a surround sound setup, and this thing does have surround sound speakers built into it, plus a sound bar and all sorts of bits and bobs built into it. So I'm looking forward just to exploring my Blu-ray collection and just exploring the surround soundness of all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I couldn't be happier. It is a little bit of a shame that I've been scammed a little bit, but it is what it is. I am now very much up to date, so to speak, with the 4K-ness. Yes, there's going to be some people out there that are going to be like, why don't you just wait for 8K? Well, it's taken me a while to get this. We're doing it through Sky, so obviously I can't afford a 4K telly up front, just being honest with you there. And if you want to know the adoption rate of 4K, it's actually really bad, to be honest with you. So DVD is still the top seller, Blu-ray, and then 4K all the way down here. I was actually watching a video from Heath, Cyril Midnight, the other day, and he was talking about people saying that 8K is coming. What 8K TVs are already out there. Why don't you just get an 8K? Well, first of all, it's money for most people. I think 8K TVs cost an arm and a leg. You might have to sell your liver and maybe your heart onto the black market in order to get an 8K TV. But not only that, 8K, as he said, some like well-known films are only getting 2K scans. Very few of them are getting 4K scans. And I've said this before, but a lot of the digital assets in films like the Marvel films that have all the digital CG assets, those assets are only done in 2K. They're not actually done in 4K. So if you watch the film in 4K, maybe filmed on a nice 4K camera, but if you watch it, then the CG elements are going to look a little bit out of place because you're watching it in 4K and you've got 2K assets on the screen. So, and they do try and upscale it, but it is going to look a bit funky. So a lot of the scans at the moment are in 2K. They're not actually 4K scans. Quite a lot of them. It's only very few specific ones that are 4K scans. So it's unlikely 8K is going to come anytime soon. Well, if it does come, very few films I think are going to be on 8K. And to be honest with you, the adoption rate, the release rate for 4K, yes, it's getting, you know, it's snowboarding now a little bit, but it's nowhere near the release rate of DVDs or Blu-rays even. They are picking and choosing what films come onto 4K. So, you know, I'm happy I'm up to 4K now. I can experience things in 4K. I'm more interested in Dolby Atmos and the surround sound aspects of things. Yes, the 4K does look bloody gorgeous, but, you know, I can start exploring my Blu-ray movies, and this TV is better just simply in quality from the LG one I had before. So just exploring Blu-rays, just exploring HD content is going to be more a whole new world, so to speak, in some respects. But yeah, I just wanted to do this video, show off my coffee machine and do a time for a cuppa. I'm going to put that over there for now, and talk about my new TV, which I'm extremely happy with, and all that good stuff. But until next time, guys, you take care, and as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Ta-ra.